Hey everybody, Bob Horn here for IK Multimedia, coming from Echo Bar Studios in North Hollywood, California. And I want to show you guys the T-RackS tape collection. I'll show you a couple. I'll show you the TEAC A-3340S and then also their Tape Machine 24. So the first one I'm going to show you on a snare, this TEAC. This thing is great. Well, let me play the snare first. And I kind of feel like the snare's fine. It's a fine snare. It's a little ashy in the high end. I want kind of more of the snappy, like the high end, the snares to come out more, and to kind of hammer down on the transient a little bit so I can get that snare louder, but it not seem too loud. So let's hear if I accomplish that. Without. With. So when I use a plugin like this, I like to first set the input and basically decide how hard I want to hit the tape machine, how much I want to drive into it with the input level, but then do the opposite on the output so that when I sit here and I do my A-B bypass and unbypass, the level is the same. So I do that, I find out the magical sweet spot, how hard to hit it, and then I fool with the input record settings. So you have level, bias, high frequency EQ. So boosting or cutting the high frequencies going into the recording versus coming out are different, and you got to play with the two, find out what you like, and you can monitor the input or the repro. Repro is the recording. That's after the recording is hit the tape. Now you're hearing the results. So if you hit the tape hard enough to get it to react, compression, saturation, that's where you're going to be able to monitor that, is on the repro. So then we have the formulas, the different brands and models of tape that they have. We're using probably one of the newest tapes that they had, GP9, and then most modern, and then we have the tape speed, where the speed of the tape determines the overall sonic character frequency response. So the slower might have a bump in the low end, the higher speed will have a smoother low end, maybe the high end's a little clear. So to me, it just glues things together. Everyone uses that word glue when they talk about tape machines and plugins, but this T-RackS one is different. Actually, all the T-RackS tape machine plugins, they seem more lifelike to me and more useful, especially in the glue factor, like gluing together drums. I'm going to show you guys some guitar stuff now. So let's jump over to guitar. We'll continue with the TEACS. This is the 6100, the A6100 Mark II. So let me play you this guitar with the plugin bypassed. Now I'll engage it. So it kind of smooths that harsh strummy area. The guitar is a little bit distorted. It's got a lot of that edge to it. We want it to cut, but we want it to be smooth. We don't want it to rip your head off when you listen to the record, we don't want it to be overbearing. So if you listen to how it kind of glues the guitar, if you kind of picture the transient, the waveform in your mind when you hear it, and hear how the guitar is less dynamic in the strum. And in fact, I boosted some mid-range before the tape plugin, accentuating that area, but without this tape plugin, it's just more harsh and unruly. So here it is again, bypassed. And engaged. Bypassed. So it's just easier to take. And then, of course, we add our famed studio reverb at the end. Great guitar sound.